Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans, here we go. This is the first fight of the night. 8 rounds are scheduled. Heavyweights, Schwergewicht, meine Damen und Herren. Wie immer darf ich Ihnen zuerst die Offiziellen vorstellen. The officials first. The supervisor from Germany is Christian Ritter. Should this fight go the distance, the 3 scoring judges are die 3 Punktrichter. Henrik Schramm, unsere Punktrichterin, Adina Zinus und Dieter Adam, alle 3 aus der Bundesrepublik Deutschland. Kommen wir zum Fighter in der blauen Ecke, the blue corner. 33 Jahre ist der Jungbarte, gestern beim Wiegen 111,9 Kilogramm auf die Waage, bei einer Körpergröße von 1,87 m. He's a professional fighter since 2019, 10 fights, 7 wins, 2 big wins by way of KO from Göppingen, Christian Demaj.
That's Christian Demaj, ladies and gentlemen, in the blue corner.
In the red corner, die rote Ecke. 25 Jahre ist der Jungbarte, gestern mal wiegen 114,5 Kilogramm auf die Waage, meiner Körpergröße von 2,04 m. Er ist Profi seit 2018. Sein Kampfrekord ist Fighting Record. 9 fights, 7 wins, 6 big wins by way of KO. All the way from Novi Pascal, Serbia, and from Kutsch Boxing, the Bone Crusher, Sanel Hasanovic. Referee in charge, Andreas Schweiger aus der Bundesrepublik Deutschland.
We're about to get underway with our first fight of the main card of the evening. Welcome to Boxing on That Zone and Built Plus. My name's Pete Carf. I'll be leading you through tonight as we get ready for our first fight, a fight among the heavyweights. Hasanovic on my left.
Now with the final instructions.
Hasanovic on my left is 6'8.5". Demaj is a little bit shorter. He's 6'1".
Touch das and good luck. 8 Runden im Schwergewicht. Seconds out. Ringfrei Runde 1. Round 1.
Hasanovic fighting for Kutsch Boxing Promotions, the co-promoters of tonight's event. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. So we're seeing a southpaw in Demaj versus an orthodox fighter in Hasanovic. Hasanovic not moving much, trying to stay on the outside. He's hitting Demaj with his jab. Demaj's game plan, it seems, will be to try and get inside and work the body of Hasanovic. Hasanovic wants to keep Demaj. Warning there from the referee, the head's going in. But you would expect with an orthodox versus southpaw fight. Hasanovic is jabbing. He wants to keep Demaj on the end of that jab. He wants to set him up for the right hand as it comes in. Demaj wants to get him close and he wants to work the body of Hasanovic. Demaj carrying some weight around his waist. Hasanovic opting not to work on the inside but to go to the outside, and Demaj, he's bundled Hasanovic into a corner. And the referee is breaking them once again. This point is nothing much more than target practice for Hasanovic, but who knows how things will change over the 8 rounds that this fight is scheduled for. Halfway through the first round now. Demaj landing there with a wild left hand. Hasanovic moving closer inside with uppercuts. It looks on my monitor as if Demaj is starting to bleed from his nose. A slight nod between the two, an understanding there from one fighter to the other. And we're seeing Hasanovic open up more and more, pushing Demaj back whenever he wants to. And throwing the right hand down the middle, which is what you should be looking to do if you're fighting an orthodox. If you're an orthodox fighter fighting against a southpaw, you want to be moving to the outside, you want to be jabbing, and you want to be trying to line them up so you can throw the right hand down the middle as an uppercut or across. And he just caught him with the uppercut there. Christian Demaj not being successful until we've just heard the clacks go for the 10 last seconds of the round. And it finishes in the corner, the referee breaking them apart. Demaj going back to his corner just above me. He had one or two good punches where he caught Hasanovic. Hasanovic's sole loss came on points in April last year to Lucas Fogg in this same venue here at the Stadthalle Falkensee. Demaj, meanwhile, he's lost 3, and he's lost against Tom Schwartz in the 3rd round at the Verti Music Hall, also here in Berlin, and he's lost decisions to Victor Jörg and Tomasz Selek. One was in Germany, one was in Poland. Selek, meanwhile, I think is fighting later tonight too. He will come up later in a fight against Dusan Veletic for the German international title. As we go into the 2nd round between Hasanovic and Christian Demaj. Hasanovic in the white, starting again, staying on the jab, keeping Demaj on the outside. Demaj trying to work his way in. Work the body of Hasanovic. Hasanovic tying up when he can, uppercuts when he needs to. Oh, and that was a big punch at Demaj land. The big left hook from the southpaw stance. And he's caught him in the body too. Some of these shots are going a little bit low. And he's caught him with a jab as well. That seems like it may be significant. Demaj telling Hasanovic to bring it. That sounded powerful, but it landed on the elbow and the shoulder. Hasanovic moving more than we saw in the 1st round. Now 1 minute in. Demaj starting to land his right hand a little bit more. There's a hook and a jab in there. And now he seems gassed. A wild left hook over the top against Hasanovic. Hasanovic using his power, his weight, his height. Interesting time to be a heavyweight in Germany. Interesting time to be a heavyweight anywhere in Europe. There's a rich seam of heavyweight contenders and champions, and you're never much more than a bout or two from, well, standing in the opposite corner to one. The heavyweight champion is obviously always something different. I once wrote, the air moves in a different frequency, especially when it's something like the heavyweight championship of the world. If you go into the last minute, 2nd round between Sanel Hasanovic and Christian Demaj of Germany. Hasanovic is a Serbian, Demaj is German, based in Göppingen. The most famous fighter out of Göppingen is probably Farhat Arslan, who held a cruiserweight title a few years back, and is, as of about 2 weeks ago, was still fighting out. It was a big push there from Hasanovic. The referee cannot be happy with that. Big punches landed on Demaj, and Hasanovic nearly came over the ropes and landed on the announcer's table. That's the end of 2 rounds. We're going into the 3rd. My name's Pete Carville. I'll be leading you through tonight's events, culminating in the 12-round fight between William Skull and Vladimir Shishkin for the IBF Super Middleweight Championship of the World.
Außerdem dürfen die Stars und Sternchen natürlich auch nicht fehlen. Ehemalige Champion Arthur Abraham is in the house.
We're announcing the famous German boxing names that are here tonight. Arthur Abraham, former 160, 168 pound champion, is here, as is Uli Wegner. Karo Moras has also just been introduced for a European champion.
Seconds out. Ringfrei, Runde 3, round 3.
As we head into round 3 of tonight's bout. Hasanovic yesterday weighed in at 114.5 kilos. That's 252.4 pounds in old money. Demaj was a little bit lighter, 111.9 or 246.6 pounds. Hasanovic jabbing again. The right hand just moved Demaj backwards a little bit. That right hand, of Hasanovic might just need to land once to finish the fight. Demaj seems to have to get lucky with every punch. Hasanovic might only have to get lucky with a single one. Demaj trying to turn this into a fight at the telephone booth. Hasanovic doing very much the opposite, cuffing him on the inside and then bundling him to the ground here in the third round. And I'm looking up, I can see that Demaj's left eye is already starting to close. Referee taking a quick look at it, and now we're back in. Hasanovic going to the body, pushing Demaj back. Hasanovic sometimes a little bit confused by Demaj when he gets in close. Seems to be a guy who's used to fighting on the outside, used to using his jab, used to using his reach, his height, his weight. Doesn't seem to spend much time fighting inside. Referee has just separated them again and he's called them back in to fight once more. Demaj still trying to get inside. Hasanovic throwing huge punches up the middle that are not landing. Demaj complaining, the punch went around the back of his head. Hasanovic favouring a right uppercut on the inside. And Demaj comes in. Referee looking again at the eye. Hasanovic jabbing. Hasanovic shaking his head saying, "You didn't hurt me." If you can hear a voice shouting out, that is Demaj's coach, who's a couple of feet away from me in the corner, cheering his man on. Demaj bubbling his way. Very little head movement from Demaj. And here we go, getting to the end of round 3, ladies and gentlemen. First fight in the main card of tonight's fight from Falkensee, just outside Berlin. And that's 3 rounds in the first fight, 3 rounds of the heavyweight contest between Sanel Hasanovic and Christian Demaj. Demaj from Germany, from Göppingen. Hasanovic is from Serbia.
Ebenso bedanken wir uns bei unserem Hauptsponsor Capital Baustoffe, Ihr Hauptsponsor des Vertrauens. Wenn Sie starke Partner wollen, brauchen Sie Capital Baustoffe. Baustoffe aus der Hauptstadt.
Into round 4.
Artikel auf 1200 Quadratmeter. Fachmarkt, ein engagiertes Team mit über 100 Mitarbeitern.
You see on the screen now Hasanovic's crew telling him where he's going on. There's 3 voices in there, which is a little bit troubling.
Round 4.
One voice in the corner. Hasanovic has been told by his corner not to let Demaj back in on the inside, which he has been doing for the last round. They've told him, keep him there, keep him outside, make him work, punish him when he gets too close. And now we're looking at Demaj's eye. Supposed to be that eye. Too bad, but Hasanovic is hitting it with little short hooks to try and close it a little bit more, one punch at a time. Right hand down the middle. Demaj nods to say, yeah, you got me. And he comes in, wild hooks over the top.
Weiter so, am Körper, das war gut. Nicht stehen bleiben, nah ran, sonst trifft dich.
Christian Demaj very short for a heavyweight, 6'1". I think if he maybe ran a little bit more, ate a little bit better, you can see him down at Bridgerweight, which is the 224-pound weight class. Again, shakes his head to say, "You didn't hurt me," which might mean, yeah, you did. Hasanovic going to the body again. Demaj in his own corner, and that right hand was nasty. And another one. I think, yeah, Demaj's down to one knee. The gum shield is halfway out of his mouth. He's looking to his corner's telling him to get back up. He's up at 8. And the referee's called him back in. There's wet blood on the canvas above me. Something's bleeding from somebody somewhere, and Demaj is for the first time going backwards, as if he doesn't really want to be. He's turned. He doesn't want to fight anymore, and the referee calls it off. It's a TKO in the 4th round for Sanel Hasanovic, who moves to 8-1-1 with 7 knockouts. Sanel Hasanovic in the first fight of tonight has moved to 8-1-1 with 7 knockouts, a win over Christian Demaj in the 4th round. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move up to the ring in a second for an official verdict, but I think we all know what we saw just now. It was Sanel Hasanovic winning by TKO in the 4th round after knocking down Christian Demaj. Demaj, his nose bloody, it seems to be broken, his eye is starting to swell. The two of them embrace. As we now can see that right hand started at the end, and then it was an uppercut not far after that right hand there. And that was the end of the first fight of the main card of the evening from the Stadthalle Falkensee in Berlin, Germany, which will finish tonight with a 12-round fight for the IBF Super Middleweight Championship in the world between William Skull and Vladimir Shishkin. That's coming up about 11 o'clock German time. It's about 2 hours from now. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Paul Wahl, who's going to be fighting Nurdin Tour. Paul is from Berlin. He's super welterweight. He's won 4 inside, no losses. Wait now to go to our official decision in the ring. And we're watching it again. The right hand from Hasanovic that put Demaj on Queer Street, and that uppercut, just the video cut off just as it landed. There it is. And we're at the end of that fight, that 4-round victory by Sanel Hasanovic. If you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, on That Zone and Blood Plus, my name is Pete Carville. I'm the author of the book Death of a Boxer, and I'm providing commentary tonight from the Stadthalle Falkensee here, just outside Berlin, Germany, in the beautiful village of Falkensee. And the event goes to the official decision. Light round of applause there for both men.
By TKO in round number 4 after 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Ein Sieger durch TKO in Runde 4 nach 2 Minuten und 4 Sekunden. The Bone Crusher, Sanel Hasanovic.
Confirmation there of Sanel Hasanovic's victory tonight. If you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lights Boxing on That Zone and Built Plus. My name's Pete Carville. We'll be walking you through tonight's action.